It means a lot. First game back after a couple of weeks off, and to be in my hometown, I mean, you can't write up a better story.
What did the offense do?
We just focused in on the little things. We ran the ball really well. O-line gave me some time to make some throws, and guys stepped up and made some big plays.
What did you walk us through the pass
to quarters, cover four, safety was squatting, and you gotta trust my guys to make a play, and they did it.
You got a guy like Bill having a day like that, your whole offense really, and you come out of this after a little bit of funk last week. You go into next week thinking what?
Just build on it. I mean, it's nothing really more. Just got to hone in on the little things week in and week out, because every week's a new week. So we can use the momentum, but at the end of the day, we still got to focus on the little things.
You had to wait 3 weeks to play.
Yeah.
Finally get back out there. Really?
Feel great. Happy we got the win.
How did you feel when you started sliding?
Y'all tell me how the knee looked.
Jayden, the New York back to that, like from an energy standpoint, a momentum standpoint, how big was that for you guys?
I mean, huge. We got points to tie it up to go into halftime. That was huge. Huge play by Luke.
And this is 3 weeks in a row that Luke has made a really big play for you guys. How rewarding is it for you? I know you put in a lot of work with him to see him kind of having those moments.
Yeah, man, the work that he puts in day out, he deserves all the plays that he made because he put in the work.
It's 10-0, and then defense gets a fumble, feels a lot of turnover right field, momentum comes over.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of feed off those little things. Defense helped us out. Obviously, getting that turnover, allowing us to go down and score. And obviously, it's better to be down 10-7 than 10-0.
Jay, you had a lot of friends in the family, obviously, at the games. What does it mean to you to have a lot of people?
Honestly, like I said, it means a lot. I dreamt of moments like this to be able to play in front of my family back in my hometown. Whether I was here or wherever else, I was blessed enough to get drafted to. So for my first return game back to be at home, it means a lot.
It's obviously early in the season with the loss. You guys have been under 500 for the first time since 1 year ago. From the momentum standpoint, again, how much feel good that, hey, came out of this with that win and we're way up that.
It's a really good team. I mean, at the end of the day, 3-2 is different than 2-3, but it's a long season.
What do you like? What do you like about him?
The kid runs hard, and he makes plays. I mean, he runs hard, and he's smart, and he's going to do whatever it takes to help win the football game.
The other person I saw getting pretty fired up. Coach Anthony at halftime, we got a little fired up in the third quarter. You guys feel like the team needed that kind of emotional.
Yeah, I mean, we have a standard that's set, and obviously starts in DQ, and Bobby is well respected on this team and throughout this league, and me being the quarterback, I'm respected too. So sometimes you can't just be all cool and calm. Sometimes you got to be a little fired up to get guys going.
What was Bobby's energy about that?
I don't know. I mean, I just seen him yelling on the field. I wasn't nowhere close. I don't know what he was yelling at. Just went over, talked to him, and that was it.
All right, we can get rolling. Things that I saw from tonight. I was pleased to see the road energy throughout the game that didn't change. Didn't change when we were down 10-0 or ahead 20-10, and we thought that would be a big deal for us coming into it. My favorite part of the game was the last drive, to go 6 minutes and 30 seconds at the end. That's a big deal for us, to have 4 minutes, to be able to run the ball and go finish. I thought some of the momentum changing plays was Quinn on the forced fumble on the hit and Marshawn on the recovery, and then Singler still on the red zone interception. So to finish +1, we had one offensively that we gave up, but to get the ball a few times, that was big. And I thought the complementary football in the second half was what we were looking for. It wasn't there at the very beginning. I thought we had some self-inflicted wounds. We had a penalty on a special teams on a return. We had just some ones that didn't quite nail it. So those were the things that I was pleased about into the game. So glad to get rolling with you guys. Yeah, we work hard on that space on the winning time spot, but knowing that there were 6 minutes left, could we extend some drives? We actually had some fouls to get back into some bad spots, but I thought just staying consistent, using clock, when to stay in bounds, to go. We made a decision at the end we would go for it, for 4 downs, as opposed to if we didn't get it, at least they'd have to go 94, 95 yards. But to see us finish at the end, that's a big deal.
What did you see from Jayden?
I think, starting slow, I thought he really showed a lot of poise. I thought he really ripped the ball well. Went to Debo and specific. I thought one whipped inside to Zach to go, but the best play I thought was the one deep ball on the seam post to Luke. That was a big play to go. But I thought he made good decisions tonight, John. There was some times where we threw the ball away or got down, and that was something that we had talked about and worked on. So those are plays that won't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but to me and to him, knowing that that's a big deal for us to play at our best.
Obviously, you like what Marcus gave you, but what did Jayden, is there just something different that Jayden gives us to this team?
I think he just has an X factor about him on the third and fourth downs that, he can go create and make some plays. The field post, and honestly, the last play, I thought he threw a fantastic pass to Debo. So he has those spaces in him. It was great to get him back out. It was going to be hard to keep him out tonight. Coming back to this area where he grew up, not too far from here, and where his football career began. But I was pleased to see us playing complementary, especially the second half. Although it started not how we wanted in terms from a score standpoint, I thought the guys never changed the energy throughout, and they came back. And I thought the biggest difference was scoring at the end of the half and then going to get points at again. So when you can lap somebody scoring and then go back and start it again, that's a really big deal.
How much did Juan's first fumble and Marshawn's recovery, how much did that change?
Yeah, I think it changed a lot, Nikki. Honestly, there was a nice tackle, honestly, by Jeremy Reeves even prior to that, and we just wanted to be demonstrate our physicality to go. But I thought that was kind of the shift. That was the thing that would change it, and you don't know when that's going to be, but it was certainly such a good play by Quan and Marshawn to get it.
You guys had some early mistakes, early missed tackles, but you were able to overcome them this time. What was the difference?
I'd like to watch it. I wish I knew, because going into it, when I looked up and I said 10-0, I said shit, but it felt different. Our energy, our speed, although it was down, I didn't feel the same. I don't know how to explain that exactly. You just looked at the numbers, and the score might say that. He had a nice scramble on the first third down pressure that we had to go create it, but Mike got a foul on the field goal. I thought, all right, if we leave him to 3 there, so we dug ourselves a hole with some self-inflicted wounds. We had another foul on a kickoff return. So those are the things I wanted to get corrected, and I spoke to the team about it at halftime. But I like the energy, Nikki, that they sustained. Whether we were down, whether we were ahead, we just didn't go too far off of that.
What was your
I don't know if I repeated in here, but it was about being the aggressor and going to play with that boldness that we like, and that's what I expected us to go do, and we'd be offensively to go start it off, so that was a good way to start.
What does it say about your team, the fact that you were down 10-0, you were able to work back, and like you said, kind of laugh at them in terms of where you want to do it?
Yeah, we certainly weren't pleased to be down. It's ironic that we were in the same space, and so for us to be into that spot, I knew we'd fight back, but we did have a different vibe about us, of coming on the road, to have the energy we wanted to make our plays. It didn't quite start like we want. We went down, they got a field goal, and then got into the score after the penalty, and then 3 and out, so it was like, then we kind of settled in. I felt like after that, but I thought the turnover was the big shift in the game.
Why was it different vibes today?
I think it was intentional for us, John, to make sure that we wanted to come out and, play with the right attitude, the right, boldness about how we would go through it. None of us were pleased of how we started last week, and so we wanted to make sure that it was an attitude that we would demonstrate right off the bat.
Ron, any more? I don't know if he's addressed this on Ron and a lot of said, he's asking Ron, how many things did you have on Thursday?
He did.
Set up his performance today.
He did, and I thought it was good for us, and a shout out to Josh to allow us to bring the team out early, Chick, for us to come out, have a practice out here on Friday. You don't know when you need it, but we needed our space together, and so we came out, we practiced Thursday in Ashburn, we flew out in the afternoon, got here late, had a practice at the Coliseum with just us, and that was important for us. Thought the guys played with speed, played with execution. That was the best Friday practice of the year so far. Thought that carried into the weekend of how we wanted to play. So for us to get down 10-0, I said, damn, here we are, we hit all the spaces, but it didn't feel in the same spot, even though we were down. I thought we'd come back, and we just need to make our plays to go do that.
Small in your games for Jayden.
Can you start the first part?
For Jayden, in 22 games this season, but he looked and feel like more like himself.
Yeah, I thought he made some plays, and like I said, Mickey, I was pleased to see him make some decisions that may not show up on the stat sheet. You know, when to get down, when to go, when to throw it away, and knowing when there was chances for him to let it rip, he absolutely did that. None clearer than the one to Luke, and then the pass to Debo at the end. But man, Debo, every time I see him, he's just such a relentless competitor. I love what he brings to the team.
Why was today the day for you guys to build and more knee back and kind of get
Yeah, I was pleased to see him. Obviously, he wants the one play back, that he put the ball on the ground. But in the passing game and the running game, I really, felt him. And so you had kind of heard us say that might happen when somebody, is hot and they'll take more reps to go. As it turns out, he had the most today. And we'll continue to build and see where we take it from here. But the more effective you can run it, then the play passes come alive, and it's a big deal for us.